Hello everybody, welcome to a new series of Oxygen Not Included. This is a semi-tutorial playthrough. We're gonna kind of show you guys how to be aggressive at the start. Let me go ahead and get things going and then I'll explain more as we are into the game. We're gonna do a new game, we're gonna do survival, we're gonna do spaced out, and for this series we're gonna start on Tyrannia cluster. We're gonna go ahead and click this. We'll click it 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take whatever we get there. Crash satellite, oily swamp, asteroid, tundra. So we got all these asteroids. I'm just gonna start right in there. We're eventually gonna do all the different asteroid clusters, but this is gonna be the first one. But we're going to get to 24 dupes as quickly as possible. We're going to show how to survive that, how to get things up and running, enough food, enough oxygen. And it seems pretty aggressive and it's kind of scary if you're kind of timid about taking new dupes on. But when I started doing this, I started realizing it's not that hard and it gives you a really good fast start. Okay, we are not even going to worry about optimizing. In fact, we'll just re-roll again. We'll do 8 times for each of the dupes. Get a random dupe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, what we got? Decreased bladder, decreased science, decreased calories, bottom of the stomach. A little bit of science here. Good, good. Agriculture, athletics, cuisine. Alright, we're just gonna go run with that, and then let me just, so I can actually track my save here. Tyrannia, YouTube. Alright, embark. Alright, here we are beginning. Alright, pause the game. Take a look around. This is the usual biome for starting. We have some polluted water up here, slime biome, some water up there, a big ol' long thing of water below us. So we'll have to do something about that to be able to work our way down. More water there, more water there. Alright, so not too bad. Got some abyssalite there. Abyssalite there. Caustic biome down there with some coal and chlorine. Alright, so what we want to do is we're going to get some bathrooms. Highest priority, bedroom second. Looks like it's a pretty good amount of room. Let's see. What I like to do is I like to have my platforms 20 wide, and I'll show you why. Not necessary, but if you want to, you can follow along with what I'm doing. Let's see. Let's get the dig. Just do digs both ways for now. Alright, get to work. We'll throw in, let's see. So this is 8 wide. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Sounds about right. So make this a platform going all the way out to here. We got the tutorials there. We're going to skip through them, but they're always handy if you're kind of feeling unsure, want to kind of check a couple things. We're going to put the outhouses here temporarily, just so we have them and have them ready. Got a bit of room for a door. Now we just need the one until we can place it somewhere better. So what we're gonna do, yeah, we don't have any metal yet. We'll get a little bit there. Alright, what I'm going to do is go to the schedule. I'm going to create 6 different schedules 4 hours apart with 24 dupes. We're going to need to separate out so they're not all trying to go to the bathroom at the same time. So I'll be right back after I do this little bit of work here, and I'll show you what I've done. Alright, I'm back. I have the different schedules 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like I said, they're all set by 4 hours. This will give us plenty of opportunity to give dupe schedules if they like, you know, mornings or nights. But the big thing is to spread them out over the day. So let's go ahead and just move them down. Moving them a little earlier. And let's move them all the way down so they don't get too far out of sync. So Mima, Devon, and Frankie. Do I want to go the other way? You know what I do? Mimon, this is the same as the default schedule. This is a little bit later. And then I want Frankie on this one. So don't go to bed too early and have to use the restroom. Alright, so guys, make these restrooms. We need to get down to get water. So that's going to be there. For now, we'll just put the pitcher pump right here. We got some metal. And we put the doors here to make this a restroom. Oh, already out. Alright guys, go to it. So I'm not going to speed up too often. We're just going to take this casually so I can explain everything that I'm doing. I'm going to go just to cycle 5 today. Get things set up, kind of explain the concept of the series. So there will be 20 episodes. We're just going to cycle 100. And by then we'll have 24 dupes and a very big portion of the research done. I'm dropping a lot of stuff down here. Hopefully now we'll be able to go get some of this material if we need it. Yeah, not much metal. And grab that metal. Yeah, we'll have to try to lower this so we can kind of drain the water out, mop it up, do something with it. Duplicant temperature. It's the easy asteroid, so we're not too bad as far as heat. I'm looking around, yeah, a little bit of warmth here, semi-warm here, warm polluted water here. Have we gotten... Yes. And then we only need that to go to the left. I want to put a little bit higher priority on your restrooms. So they make sure they have it filled and ready to go. Fetching water. Alright, we have a little bit of room up top. Just going to run a ladder up there. We'll create some bedrooms up above. And then we'll get science going. And yeah, that's the next big step. Get science going. We want farms as quickly as possible. We have to stay ahead of the curve, because we're going to be adding so many duplicants to the colony. Alright, that's all set. Raise priority up there a little bit. Alright, we need more metal. There's some up here. The oxalite. So you can dig out the oxalite. There's a feeling that you shouldn't dig out the oxalite. It does turn it into half as much. But you still get the full amount of oxygen, whether you dig it up or leave it in place. So don't worry about digging it up if you have to. Idle dupes, we need to give them something to do. Germs and disease. So we've already got that settled. Alright, let's go ahead and let's dig there. Let's get that copper for our equipment for research. Let's start digging over this way. We're just putting some beds for them to sleep in. Get that first barracks with the bonus there. And then what we'll do is we'll dig this down a little bit, let this flow till it gets to the point where we can mop it. So what we'll need is a ladder here. Let's go down to this level. We can tie these two together. But this is the priority right now. We want a couple doors. Oh, it's Mima's turn to use the toilet. Alright, furniture, cots. Now we're gonna spread out the cots. Because the idea is we're gonna have room later to decorate. These may not stay here though. But I found that if you do a 20 wide platform, you can do a couple of pretty cool things as far as not having anything be really crowded, leaving room for statues and decorations, and a few other things. Okay, we got a hatch. Got the carbon dioxide already gathering down here. Mima sleeping on the ground. Standing on the doors to get the platforms built. And then we can do some prioritizing, but we don't need to worry about that just yet. The only thing is who has the research. Skill 0, skill -3, skill 2. Mima has a little bit of science. So we will take you off for sure. We can leave you on. And we'll raise Mima in science. And everything else everybody else can do. For now. And as you see, spreading out the schedules, we only need one bathroom and one wash basin. So now it's Devin's turn. Mima will be waking up soon. And we already have a bed, so Devin may even take the bed after he eats. Oh yeah, let's turn... I like having it still on, but I turn it down to 1000. Not strictly necessary. One thing I want everybody to feel comfortable with is you don't have to really min-max this kind of start to the game. You can take any dupes you want. We'll be taking one of the dupes at random every 3 cycles, and we'll turn out just fine. Alright, so yeah, Devon's sleeping through all the construction. Alright, so I think we can now set up our first research. So it's always nice to set it up next to the portal, because you get the light bonus from it. And then we need power. So we'll do a manual generator. Actually, let me do 2 batteries. And the manual generator. And then of course the wires. And that way when we get a jumbo battery we have room to stick it in there. And then we can get the research started. Farming will be the biggest early priority. We'll get these beds all set so everybody has a bed. Not much to do here, but just watch them build. So with this asteroid, we'll have plenty of dirt, or will we? This is a relatively small starting biome. It goes out a little bit this way. So I have to track down the dirt for the mealwood, because we'll start with mealwood. If we have bristle blossoms and we have a supply of water, we'll probably switch over to that relatively soon. And then we'll start a farm. As soon as I can clear this water, we'll start our first farm underneath here. Colony achievement earned. Everybody has a bed. And we'll eventually continue this over. We'll run a ladder up and down here. This will be a nice carbon dioxide sink eventually. Some muckroot for early food. Nice. Let them work. Halfway through cycle 2. And everyone's still slow at what they're doing. But that will improve. Alright, let's go ahead and pick the research. And we're just going to straight for our farm tiles as our first research. And then Mima down here taking care of this. So let me go ahead and dig down a couple rows. Like I said, make room for all this water. How deep is it? It's almost a full tile. 977 kilograms compared to 1,000 kilograms. So there's this many tiles that we need to fill up. So it's gonna be harder to get rid of this water than I thought. And then we'll have to move the pitcher pump over here. And now we're gonna, of course, get wet and hypothermia from the water for now. Colony achievement earned. Bed and bath. There we go. We're still good on oxygen. That's a vacuum. We'll put up an algae thing here. What's it called again? Oxygen diffuser. Here pretty soon. Sopping wet. Yeah, we'll have to probably go all the way down. we'll take it in stages. Get some research done. Oh. Frankie's off. Letting Mima do the research while the batteries are charged. Yeah, get some air. Some needle ice, crystal blossoms, muckroot. Okay, looks like we have one of our teleporters, item teleporters down here. That'll be important. With 24 dupes on the spaced out asteroids, the cool thing is you can send a bunch of them to the second asteroid. So we can have 16 here and, you know, 8 over there, or, you know, 6 and 18 or something. But take some pressure off this first colony. We will build for 24 dupes on the first colony though. And then that way we're not dependent on the second colony. Alright. You're researching. You're taking a break. You're getting some breath. Achoo! You can do some cleaning. That's fine. Yeah, keep you out of the water if you got hypothermia. What does Devin have? Yeah, hypothermia, hungry, sopping wet. We still have 15,000 calories. One of them had bottomless stomach, so we need 3,500 calories a day. Oh, there goes Devin into the deep again. Let's get some screenshots. Nah, I didn't catch him in the act. Yeah, Devin, you deserve a break. Get out of there. So a little bit slow this first session. Nope, back to work. Back to work he goes. Let's go ahead and get another screenshot of him trying to do. Nope, not feeling too well. Now what do you got? Chilly surroundings, holding breath, hungry, low oxygen, sopping wet. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, time for your break. He's gonna spray down the outhouse again. Of all the tasks, yeah, you can do that. Alright, we're down to 800 kilograms over here. Still not enough to mop up. Alright, let's give some other things to do. We will start. Let's lay this out. Nope, we don't have the digging skill for that yet. When we get our first dupe on cycle 3, we'll put them immediately into hard digging. Yeah, let's give Devin the break from this work over here now. Alright, Devin's time to take a break. While Mima's sleeping. Alright, Mima's up. Research complete. Alright, so we do have the first research finished. So we can do the compost, planter box, ration box, but we want the farm tiles and we want the mess tables. We can wait a little bit for the farm tiles, because we have to clear this out anyway. So this will be our first farm down here. And then looks like we can make a second one below that fairly safely. A couple off this direction. So essentially what we need in the long run is 7 farms. So 7 rows of mealwood to keep 24 dupes alive. So that's what you're looking towards as the build progresses here, is keeping all those mealwood alive. Like I said, we probably transfer over to bristle blossoms relatively quickly here. I don't see a lot of dirt. Relatively speaking. And on some of the other asteroids, it's even a bigger issue. So it's the quiet times. Then we'll get an oxygen diffuser here fairly soon. The oxalite is still keeping us alive. There's quite a bit of carbon dioxide to start. Alright, but that's about 20 tiles. So yeah, I think if all these are cleared out, we'll come close to being able to get rid of this water. Alright, just give them time to work. Like I said, we're kind of a chill, casual session here. Not trying to be too stressful. That's kind of the point of this whole tutorial series, is you can be aggressive in your start, but you don't have to really stress over it. The game can get pretty busy later on, and we'll be keeping these dupes busy, but it doesn't have to be a huge drama to get a really fast and effective start. And we should be getting duplicate number 3 here fairly soon. And even though Mima only has 2 points of science, we're still going to get our second research project done here fairly quickly. So we'll make this the mess hall. Need the last bit of research done before we can put the tables down though. And have we learned anything? More slime biome. Okay, here's more of our home biome. Some more dirt, more algae, more copper. More slime. Caustic biome. Polluted oxygen. Just a point of interest. Looks like we'll have to travel a little bit to get to our teleporter to the second asteroid. Muckroot. And this research is almost done. Good job. Alright, probably want power next. Get the coal generator so we can save the dupes some labor. Getting that for the mess hall bonus. It's also pretty nice. Advanced research. But none of that's strictly necessary. Getting power, I think, would be the next best thing to research. Clear that off. And then with this... Oh, we got our first dupe. Hold that thought. Alright, can't take any of the gifts. We have to take a dupe. So the big thing I'm looking for here is negatives. Stuff like pacifist makes no difference. Kitchen menace makes no difference. If they can't do one task, that's fine. Can't do husbandry. So none of these have any disqualifying negatives. And then what's good for the positives, really high plus is nice, but having pluses in multiple means that you can give them more skill points without affecting their morale. So I kind of like having these triple threat dupes. Quick learner, increased science, husbandry, medicine, creativity. So none of these we need right away. Husbandry would be nice. Husbandry, machinery, and creativity. But then they're critter reverse. Can't cook, that's not a problem. None of them have anything we need at the moment, but I think we'll go ahead and take Steve. Just because he doesn't have the husbandry plus and the husbandry minus at the same time. Increased food morale bonus also helps. So we'll take Steve. Steve will come with a skill point right off the bat. And we want hard digging so we can get through the granite. Bam. And then we're going to move him to schedule... So I leave the default here, just so if, in case I forget, I can see which dupes have been left here and which ones need to be moved. And I have duplicated that on 6. But we'll move Steve to number 4. Alright, so now we have 4 duplicants. And this is all we'll have for this session, because we'll end at cycle 5. But now he can dig through this stuff and see the red alarms saying we can't dig there have gone away. Alright, so we need another bed. In fact, we'll create the other 3 beds. So, door, space... So that's the spacing for the beds. And then for the mess tables, they will go a space 1, 2, 3, space 1, 2, 3. And then one of the things we have to do, because we stretch it out to 20 tiles, 18 tiles not counting the doors, is this is too big for a barracks. So we do have to kind of shrink it in a little bit by putting some tiles, 4 tiles on each end. And I'll maintain this as a barracks. Oh, that is in the wrong place. 4 tiles to there. Cancel that. And 2 doors there. That's our barracks. And we'll have to do the same with the mess hall for now. until we can make it a Great Hall. Of course, I have to fill in these gaps, but that's not too big of a deal at the moment. And food, we have 1400 calories. For 4 dupes, we need 4,500 because we have a bottomless stomach. And one of them, I forget who, but doesn't matter. Alright, Mima's going to bed, the others are going to work. Steve's doing research, that's fine. Since we don't have one dupe that's like super good in research, having all except for the one who's bad at it do some research is just going to help them out. Duplicant morale, you know about that. And we'll talk about that as we go as well. Research complete, 3rd research down already. Cycle 3. Alright, cycle 4 has started. Keep those germs down. We haven't peed in the water yet, which is always a good sign to a new colony. Oxygen. Okay, I think it is time for a algae thingy. Well, so let's put that one of those down. Oxygen diffuser. Go ahead and put it here for now. I'm going to run. Does it matter? No. Because it'll go either way. But sometimes I like running and make sure I'm running everything off the batteries, away from the hamster wheel. That will give us the oxygen we need. Alright, once all this is done, the priority is going to be getting rid of this water so we can start planting crops. So we'll plant crops here. The other thing is if we do bedrooms like this or barracks like this, we need 4 of these, and we'll need 2 great halls of this size. So that's the other part of the planning. Although the barracks, they can go into some of the less desirable, if it's too hot or too cold, they can go there so you can keep the center for your crops if necessary. I don't think we need to worry about it on this asteroid, but on some of the more difficult asteroids, that becomes a big consideration. Protecting your core for your crops and letting the dupes live in the less desirable biomes. Okay, so they'll get more water up here. Okay, so this biome goes really crazy as far as how it stretches out. Alright, oxygen diffuser done. We're gonna bump the priority of that up to 7. Because we need the oxygen. We're gonna bump the priority of the manual generator up to 6. And then these are 6. Actually, outhouse should probably be 7. Because we need that emptied out as soon as it... as soon as it gets clogged. And then we need to find a place to put our final set of restrooms. Because they aren't going to stay here. We will move them... probably out this way. I don't get too worried about slime lung and food poisoning. I try to prevent it, but I don't get too hung up on it. Research complete. Alright, so now we can start doing stuff like... pharmacology, we don't need... plumbing is nice. Though not strictly necessary this early. Let's go ahead and get advanced research. And then we'll do probably plumbing next. So if we're gonna move, we might... Now there's still some more things we need to do before we set up a liquid bathroom. But we might need to pump water around. Deal with this polluted water. Deal with these other pockets of fresh water. So it's always nice to have some of that available. Okay, we did kind of let things go a little bit longer than probably wise. As soon as we get airflow tiles, we'll stick some between the floors to allow better flow of oxygen up and carbon dioxide down. That's always helpful. So I'll usually put them right in these nooks at this point on every floor, there and there. That's usually enough to keep things clear. Now, like I said, once this is done, we'll concentrate on this. Get everyone working on that project. Devin running around. Alright, eating in our new mess hall. I don't think it counts. Yeah, it does. It counts as mess hall. When we get the water cooler and we can do a decorative plant, then it becomes a great hall. We got couple morale bonus points so far. I'm not sure why this isn't... Oh, 64 tiles. Oh, because of this missing tile right there. It's one tile too big. And Steve is the only one that can dig through these granite, so... And nearly another science research knocked out. Alright, Devon's going back into the water. Good for you, Devon. Thank you. Cold and wet work, but necessary work. Another research kicked out. Congratulations indeed. Go get a breath. Nima going to dinner. Nighttime. So we won't get dupe number 5 until next session. So we get one on cycle 6 and one on cycle 9. We're already set for 6 dupes. We do want to get the farm going. We'll have to dig up some muckroot in the meantime. Nope, Devon's already given up. He's thought about it. And he noped out. Is this break time? Yes. Is Frankie gonna go try? Yes. We'll get these rows dug out, and then we'll do this bit, and then we can wait on connecting that for a little while. Just in case they pee in the pool and get germs in here, we can keep this as a germ-free source. Mima, going at it. Still slow. So they can get about 2 of them done before having to go rush and get some breath. Frankie's bright. Nope. Frankie's turn on the wheel. So by spreading out the schedules, you do kind of... It does kind of feel like they aren't getting much done because their schedules are spread out. But overall, it's a better way of running everything, especially when we get more dupes. Alright, Steve's dinner time. Devon is awake. Do a little sanitizing. So we'll go to about 3/4 of the way of cycle 5. And then we'll end the session. And that will be... Yeah, next one will be 5 through 10. And so on. Or mostly 6 through 10. Well, we'll go until it hits... We'll go until it hits night. The first part of this slice hits the midnight. That's when we'll call the session. And so yeah, it's a slow start. And like I said, I want everyone to feel comfortable being able to go, you know, take a dupe every single time up to 24. 24 seems like a good number where you can sustain it, but it gives you enough workers to do a lot of projects really early. So you can get a lot done, you know, after the 100th cycle when we stop, you can still get a lot done in those next couple hundred cycles that you usually are not really getting to until usually you see 500,000 cycles for a lot of people. Now we don't have any research picked. We are going to do plumbing and filtration, yes. And then we'll do air handling, and when we get those airflow tiles. All right, how deep is it over here now? 600 kilograms, 450 there. That is not good. It's another 12. That might be enough to get this thin enough to mop up. So next time will be about, probably be mostly about planting crops, getting them going. We might even do some bristle blossoms directly from just pitcher pumps. Speaking of pitcher pumps, let's put one in here so that when we do dry this up, we still have a source of water. Plumbing and ventilation, research complete, hypothermia. Poor Devin. Poor Devin. Warm up, dude. Alright, that's dropping below this level. There we go, now it's thinning out. And we can thin it out more by shaving off a wall here, if we need to. Everyone's cold. Hypothermia. Alright, once that's done, we can give him a break for a while. We'll see how long that takes to drain. In the meantime, we can... No, not there yet. Next ladder will go here. Keep this one going up. Dig all that out. And doors there. Alright, so that'll be our mess hall. Yeah, get that done before someone pees in the water. And we're down to 300 grams there. 300 kilograms. 44 kilograms there. I could probably start mopping up this end, but we'll leave it alone. Looks like I may need to go just a little bit more. So we may shave off that row and then we should be good. But we will leave it until next time. 9,000 calories, so I think we're still good. There's some muck root we can get. Plus all the little buried objects. There'll be some more muck root there. But the big thing is getting the seeds going, so we get new seeds and we can expand the farm quickly. Alright. The bars hit the midnight hour. So let's go ahead and pause it. So thank you guys. It has been, I think, a good start to it. Join me next time. We'll do cycle 6 through 10. Get the farm started. And I hope you guys find this series helpful. Like I said, the whole goal here is to show everybody that you don't have to be afraid of an aggressive start. You don't have to min-max everything. You can just go up to 24 dupes, get a lot of labor, get a lot of research done, and be able to go into the middle and late game with a lot of confidence. Anyway, thank you guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.